Oh, another campus is done, by the way. That's quite fun. And yeah, I'm luring this quadrireme to attack me with my warrior whilst I attack it with my city. That seems to be working reasonably well. Don't know how long that will work for, but we'll keep giving it a go. The Maori they're assaulting me from all sides with like little tragic units. I don't think that, it's not really going to work. And luckily Auckland have let me borrow its navy so I can use that as well. There is the Galapagos. Lovely. And here are the Incans. Alright. This is good. This is good. Yeah, already has been claimed. Let's just quickly see if we can get open borders with these guys. Oh, you don't have any iron? Well, I mean, that's lovely. The Aztecs. Alright, what are you doing there? Oh, that is actually the end of Mexico. Okay, that's exciting. How many turns have I got? 5 turns left to get 21 era score. I don't know why I'm still even thinking about it. Monarchy time. Alright, this gives me just a little bit more to play with. Good. Free inquiry is wonderful. We like that. Campus is good. Okay. Veterancy, professional army, urban planning. All of these things give me options. Good. First tier 2 government. Lovely, that's a nice 2 era score policy for me. There, how many turns have I got now? 3 turns to get 17 era score. We've seen crazier things. Okay. Here is Korea. Fine, that's good. Keep on going. The Chocolate Hills, that's another thing. Himiko, that's another thing. Okay, we're getting there. Getting there. Why am I getting excited? This clearly is not going to happen. In fact, actually, I can use some of my iron. That would give me, my first iron unit. Good. I think I need a horse of some kind. Heavy chariot can't upgrade, actually, because I don't have that upgrade. That's fine. I think I probably could just get horsemen in, though. Yep, good. Same thing. Okay, that's one more era score. Lovely. Look at this. Panama. Nice 3 city over there. There's also Bima. It's about to be lost as well to Indonesia. That would be really cool. 2 turns to get 13 era score. Oh god. There's Yosemite. Okay, that's a little bit of extra. That's good. And that's Mapuche. Okay, one more. The Cree. That's one more. Very nice. Torres del Paine. Nice. Now that's my movement of the caravels done though. I did a huge effort. That was almost spectacular, but no. A dark age it is. And we're just going to have to live with that, and we're going to have to deal with the consequences of that. But you know what? That's fine. If we have to liberate cities, then Australia comes into its own. You just wait. And there we go. Not many survived it, to be fair. Not many survived it. But, look, actually that's a really easy city to take. So, I'm going to have to get my exploring caravels back. I think I need to just sort of assume and gather my army back up together. It's a priority, this, actually, in order just to make sure I get myself back. But this is the first big Dark Age in the game, actually. This is the first big Dark Age of the game. So we're going to see a lot of the AI struggling in the same way as we just have. And we're going to take advantage of this. I honestly think this is the start of something really, really good for us. Inquisition, that's not really going to help very much. Governors being, nope, that's not going to help at all. Domestic trade rates, nope. Decentralization, nope. Elite forces, that might be useful, but no. I think overall we're going to have to just live with what we've got. Republican legacy, I think, will be fine for now. Urban planning just feels like a waste, to be honest. So let's get conscription in, veterancy, natural philosophy. Okay, all of these things are looking good. Now, Perth is protected a bit more, actually. This may be more of an issue than the others. It's a bit early to get my hero back, isn't it? Yeah, way too early. So I think this city's going to be the first one, and then Bima probably is the next option. Adelaide is falling. Oh dear. That's not very good. And Melbourne? And Rockhampton? Oh my goodness, Rockhampton in 4 turns. Ugh. Okay, yeah, this could be big trouble. This could be big trouble. So with this Dark Age, this is the situation right now. Rockhampton, as you can see, is the worst affected with minus 22 loyalty. Melbourne with minus 6.9 and Adelaide with minus 8. Also, we're not looking good. Even my capital, actually my capital's fairly secure, but the others are not looking good. And we have 3 targets. My city of Perth, my captured city of the Te Hokanjia Nue Kupe, yep, that's exactly it, and Bima. over here are all possible targets that are all giving me huge loyalty pressure. So step 1 is to reallocate my governors a little bit. You can see I've got 2 governor titles available, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of put them in accordingly. So for instance, Melbourne, I'm going to stick Victor. I can actually look to get the promotion in on him pretty quickly actually, which will give all the remaining cities +4 around him. That would be pretty decent. Auckland, I've got a decent enough lead in at the moment, so I'm actually going to move Amani temporarily off to Rockhampton. I'm also going to get in another governor. I would say Magnus is always a good shout, into Adelaide. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2 is I need to switch around all my policies again. I kind of missed an opportunity to do this, but amenities are a really, really big thing for me. Loyalty and amenities, it makes a huge difference. So you can see, look, the Aztecs have at least something, and the Incans have at least something that I need. So we need to get all this stuff in, although actually it's doing that thing again where it says they're able to trade them. When you actually look into it, they don't have them. No, nobody has any to trade with me, but that's okay. I've got 1 instance here. There's a 2nd instance on that tile. That could be easily improved. I need to just have a look around as well. So for instance, there is a nice silk over here. That could be improved. That would give me a lot of extra loyalty. There's no amber or pearls or turtles around me, which is absolutely amazing. There was around Coupe, so actually this city would be really good to take quickly, actually. Auckland doesn't have any luxuries either. We're also going to do a little bit of recalibration as well. Like, our chemical societies are really, really important, but I need to get the loyalty up and running quickly. So Canberra is going to get myself a builder up and running. That is awesome. However, Adelaide, I'm going to quickly switch to getting Himiko in. Now, Himiko is the only hero left in the game that hasn't been claimed. 9 turns is pretty slow, but I'll give it a good go. But she will give the troops around Perth just a little bit more combat strength in order to attempt to deal with this. A siege tower for 19 turns, that's far too much. So a siege tower will probably have to be bought in to take Perth over, but I can siege the city fairly easily between my caravel and my warriors. That's fine. However, I can't deal with it just with these troops at the moment, so we're going to have to do that. I might actually end up pillaging my own campus and my own harbour just for a little bit more golden science to push me through this point. My unique strategy to send all my caravels out, as you see, I'm now bringing them all back. They will all be back into my empire as soon as I can get them back. Otherwise, I'm going to get these cities to build quadriremes. It feels like a bit of a waste of time, but I will get the policy card in to build them twice as quickly. In the meantime, I will get a professional army sort of upgraded and involved. This pikeman, for instance, that would give me a little bit of extra strength. So 41 strength, it makes a difference. It makes a difference, so we'll do that. Coupe wants peace. I will take peace with him, actually. That's a pretty good deal. Instead of diplomatic favour, however, I'm going to steal things like his horse and iron. In fact, actually, can I get the epic from him? No, doesn't want to give the epic. That's fair. Yeah, 23 gold per turn I can get out of him, but I would prefer gold up front. 8 gold per turn and 300 up front. Good, that helps me to promote my army. Well done, Coupe. He's actually lost his capital, so that's quite fun. I can go and take that back. That'll be easy. Indonesia has one of their young units. Now, those are the upgraded frigates. That's amazing. If she does some damage to Perth, or maybe to one of her cities, I can probably just move my unit in, just so I can keep an eye on it, and jump in. If it looks like it's going to fall, I can go and pinch it. Right, yeah, this is painful to do, but we're going to unlock this, and I'm going to move Praetorium in. That gives the governors just a little bit more impact, and I'm going to get +2 loyalty per turn if I have a garrisoned unit. So that's another +4 per city. I was having a look at decentralization, 6 or less population. Unfortunately, all of my cities have more than that, so that doesn't really help at all. Maritime industries does help though. Campus, Republican legacy. Okay, that was expensive to do, but I feel like it's helped a little bit. You can see a lot of these cities just aren't quite on full loyalty. I've got some warriors that I can't upgrade yet, just purely because I've run out of iron, so I'm just going to quickly move all of my units and garrison them all in accordingly. So you can see I've added a whole whopping turn. Hooray. Sometimes you see Maori settlers and you're like, where are you going? Oh, they go everywhere. They are just utterly the worst. A unique move from the Maori there, just stick your settler right next to Perth. Okay. But no, that this settler is just amazing. Oh, There you go. There is the diamonds. Okay, do I really want to give up my iron for that? I'm going to try. Oh, actually, hang on. Look, accept deal. Oh, they don't actually want the iron. They just wanted to take it from me anyway. Perfect. Okay, brilliant. That is another luxury. Okay, that helps a little bit with Rockhampton. That means it's not quite as bad. It's still pretty bad, though. Anything else I want to change? Professional army is doing me a lot of good. Elite forces. That would give me a little bit more experience, but fighting 3 cities, all of my units tend to be level 1 already, so there's not much more for me to do on this one. Harbour adjacency would be good. I need to refresh this at some point, but at the moment we're kind of in a war mode and it kind of works for me. Look, Beamer actually is having its walls destroyed by that Hyong, so I'm just hanging back, just keeping an eye on it, so I don't, I'm not going anywhere. You can see here, however, Coupe's capital appears to now be properly and truly under siege by my caravels, which means I've now taken it back. And it is loyal. That is a good thing. Now, do I liberate it and get the extra production? No, I will keep this one and I will save that bonus on my own cities. You see, the Maori, they're in a dark age, so if they do choose to go and settle here, for instance, that'd be hilarious, because I could just steal the city immediately back from them. So, I mean, that would be absolutely hilariously perfect if they did that. A great person. Oh my goodness, Santa Cruz forms an armada. Oh, yes. Yes. Now, at the moment, he's giving +5 to pretty much every boat I've got. That's pretty good. I'm just going to move you to Adelaide. I've got another quadrireme going. As you can see, I am building a little bit of a navy now. It's not worth, putting it off, really. Yes, our chemical societies are fantastic, but if I don't take these cities back, my whole empire is scrozzled. So I need to really focus on that a little bit. You can see these caravels. Actually, I might pinch Bimmer. If they keep taking the walls out, I've got 3 caravels that can swoop in and deal with that. Himiko is in 2 turns. That is wonderful. I do, however, need a siege tower. Next turn, that would mean, if I just think about this, I can bring it to the front line in 1-2. So next turn I can do it, but I will need to do a little bit of trading just to get a little bit more stuff. Oh, of course, I built the Warlord's Throne. Okay, so all of my cities now have 20% extra trading capacity, production capacity, which is amazing. Oh, that's awesome. Rockhampton is really under threat here. This is not working well for me at all. I need to increase the pressure massively here. Problem is, there's nothing else I can really do apart from somehow managing to get Victor another card. Actually, yeah, there you go, pillaging. That'll help. Bimmer's now a little bit weaker. I've got the gold. I can now get myself in that siege tower. I really hope I'm not going to have to attack Rockhampton as well. I want to avoid that chain reaction for as long as I can get away with. Let's quickly, do I get a swordsman in? Let's just use that iron. Wonderful, and we've also got a corset upgrade here. So lots of nice strong units now to bring to the front line. 1 attack, just make sure Santa Cruz is nearby. 2 attacks and 3 attacks. Thank you for doing all the hard work for me, Indonesia. I really appreciate that. That is really lovely. Now, loyalty-wise, again, bit of a problem here. Bit of a problem. But we're going to keep it because I really want to be able to sort of push that. Although, do I liberate it for now? Ooh, again, double production. It's very tempting. It's very tempting. Will Indonesia end up losing it again? I think they probably will. So we're going to liberate... Oh, choices. Let's think about this properly. Himiko is now here. That means my swordsmen have got 46 strength and my pikemen have 51 strength. So I should have enough to take Perth. It's going to take a few turns. Realistically, Rockhampton is also going to fall. So, Bimmer, I think I can put some sort of governor in that is going to give me 5 turns to take Perth. It's going to be tight. I don't want that sort of pressure, so I will liberate it for now. That'll help with the grievances. You can see they're going to actually, that gamble worked off perfectly, so they're going to lose that city through pressure anyway, which means that I can end up taking it eventually for myself. Not a problem. But now all of my cities have double production. 46 production in Adelaide. You just saw flick into into view there for me, so that is wonderful. In fact, let's celebrate. As I say, I'm just building a ton of quadriremes. They're not the best boats, I get that, but quite frankly, anything is good at this point. How did you need such a boring people? Did you not just see the Liberation Armada? We just did our first Liberation. Oh my goodness. Cheek. The cheek of them. So yeah, there goes Rockhampton. Unfortunately, that's not good. Melbourne's loyalty is now going to prove to be a bit of an issue. But, as I say, we can hold on to this city for as long as we kind of need, really. That one is not as much of a threat for us. Let's get one more quadrireme going. You can see we've got some 18 gold trade routes now, which really does help just to keep my economy afloat, because my goodness, my economy at times is a little bit sketchy. Now that Himiko is in, my units will begin to advance, which is quite fun. You can see I'm 2 turns away from Pike and Shot, which is a fantastic upgrade for me, but I don't want to have to wait that long if I can help it. Let's get this warrior to here quickly. Unfortunately, I think my cities have a little bit of a ranged strike on them. It's not the biggest ranged strike, but I think it is an archer level one, so we need to keep an eye on that one, unfortunately. So the city centres do 41 damage or to a warrior. Okay, that's not too bad. Indonesia have a caravel in, which is really annoying. I kind of wanted to be able to get into my own cities, but that's, you know what, that's fine. We'll just live with that one as best we can. Yeah, unfortunately my quadriremes have about 70 of their health taken off per turn when they get hit. So yeah, they're not as effective against the cities as I had hoped they would be, but that's okay. We've now got metal casting, which means I've got a 75 gold upgrade to Pike and Shot. Pike and Shot are powerful, very powerful, and they will do nice things for me. Going down to stirrups, mass production, these are all fine. I'm getting... Is it worth getting feudalism? Yeah, I think it is. We'll do this in a funny way, but I'd quite like the Venetian arsenal in this game. That would be really, really good. You can see I'm finally getting around to building some alchemical societies. I think those are going to work really well for me. Huge boost of science and huge boost of gold just to get my economy running. But look, Perth has been sieged. Unfortunately, this Indonesian caravel is doing part of the sieging for me, but it means I've got a couple of attacks with my pikemen in. I've got a swordsman ready to go, the siege tower, another swordsman here, and the pike and shot, so I think I've got the city pretty surrounded now. Rockhampton's going to be more of an issue, but that's okay. We'll, I think I'm going to just pillage all of the districts just to get myself as much gold and science as I can, and just enjoy it, you know? We may as well do it. I'm pillaging all of these improvements up here, as you can see. That makes a big difference for me. So 1 attack on Perth, 2 attacks on Perth, and then can I get this pikeman to attack as well? Yes, I can. Perth's now down to half health. That's good. This caravel will do a little bit of an attack as well. Get the swordsman to embark. I think we should have the squeeze on this city. Bimmer as well is only 5 turns from collapsing, so I'm just conveniently pulling all of my caravels back into this sort of direction just to really just sort of get involved. So 2 pillages and stirrups is already done. Am I going to regret pillaging my own stuff? Well, as I have to fix it probably, but don't forget I do have double production once I've liberated my own city, so it'll make a big difference. Here comes the pike and shot. Bam! That's a big hit of damage there. The swordsman's going to pretty weaken the city. Get the caravel in. I think that might have enough power, you know? No, it doesn't quite. Okay. This pikeman says minor victory. This one's on more health and says stalemate. So let's go minor victory and see if that's enough to take the city. Yes, it is. Keep city. Okay, it doesn't count as liberating, unfortunately, because it's my own. That's fine. That's fine. That was a bit optimistic of us there, but it will keep it in 5 turns. I've got to take this next city. 5 turns. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. Oh yeah, pike and shot with Himiko on it. Yeah, sorry, you may have done a courser there, but that's not going to really do much for you. So, Rockhampton, again, it's doing its thing where it's desperately trying to kill all of my units as quickly as we can, but this sheer number of quadriremes we spammed is a really, really big deal for me. I'm still pillaging. Yes, I know I'm pillaging my own stuff, but it's worth it. Let's just do a bit of wall damage with these quadriremes while we can. I've got the caravels all coming in to take their place. Look, the Liberation Armada is real. We have huge force now. In fact, actually, let me just disconnect the Great Admiral just so that when I upgrade this, I can bring him round. I don't think the Admiral helps for quadriremes. It does not. Good. Thought I'd missed a trick there. That's fine. You can see, look at that pike and shot damage. That's nice. That's good damage. We like that a lot. It is India. Nice to meet you, India. Very nice to meet you indeed. Don't look at Australia right now. Nothing to see here. We don't have a huge loyalty problem. Cough. You can see I've actually managed to get 2 pike and shots now around the city, as well as we've totally surrounded it. We've got so many quadriremes as well. As I said, they can only actually attack one of them per turn, so it's actually very effective. This is working well for us. There are also little pockets of 3 cities everywhere now. Tokyo is gone, as well as Osaka, which is quite intriguing. You can see this capital is about to go. Panama is still disconnected. The Liberation Armada is going to have plenty of places for us to go and visit. You know, once we're dealt with our own cities, which obviously, you know, it's not the best thing to have, but there we go. Pike and shot attacks him once, and then a second time, like so. I believe Rockhampton is almost in the position to fall. Does the swordsman quite do it? It does not. Okay, never mind. Next turn. Any conquest-based game, I always like the Grandmaster's Chapel. It's such a good building. Go on, use a warrior to take over Rockhampton. Yeah! It's done. It's done. Perth is happy again. What about this Indonesian city? Are we happy? Oh, it is actually technically falling through loyalty. That's exciting. Okay, this Indonesian capital over here with 55 strength is so exposed. Square rigging. Oh my goodness, Niter is a real problem for me, but that's something we need to solve quickly. I'm going to have so many boats in this game. It's really important that I have a ton of Niter. So there's the first one I've already improved, the second one's over there. Okay, so nobody's got Niter at the moment, although actually if I go and have a look, sometimes you can see that people will actually have it and be able to trade it, but no one's got any tradable stuff. I've got a mod on that shows me all the little exclamation marks when people have stuff to trade, which is really good. My liberation bonus just ran out. I got halfway through the mausoleum though, which is quite cool, so that's awesome. I've got Himiko making her way to Auckland. I'm just going to burn all 8 of these charges in Auckland, to make sure that I can never lose it, but if you also have a look, I think it gives, is it like 70 something charges? 125 faith per church. That's 1,000 faith Himiko's got in her. That's enough so that I could hire back the twins, and the twins are so powerful. I'm also suspiciously starting to move my navy up towards Indonesia. They do have young units, which aren't great, but I've got enough caravels and enough sort of powerful units that I think I can just about hold them off if I'm careful. And luckily for me, she denounced me first, so I'm going to declare war on her quickly. I've just found a crossbow of hers in the middle of the sea. Let's see who wants to join in on this war. Japan, well, that's exciting. And India's just made peace with them. Okay, that is interesting. Anyway, here is said crossbow unit. It's actually quite handy that I managed to find it in the middle of the sea like this, because that crossbow stood in a city would do a lot of damage to me. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, and Helge Torp for all of your support on Patreon, as well as everybody else that likes, subscribes, joins up with Discord, and all of the other people who support me on Patreon. You really help me to do what I do. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it.